here it is. Handmaidens of Mary, founded during the plague years to help people face their own deaths.
I had no idea, Lucy.
They did many good works. But when they began to minister to the hopeless, many of them perished because they were the only ones that were willing to touch the dying.
So the order died out. And Sebastian is the very last one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of leaving.
I know.
What, is it completely obvious?
No one ever comes to see me when their vocation is on track.
So can you help me? Will you talk to me?
Our vocation is like any marriage. Sometimes you can't remember why you're in it or even imagine how you got there in the first place. But if you'll just keep walking, keep putting one foot in front of the other, as if the reason was still there, that's fate.
You know, I preached on Christmas Eve. I did the communion service.
I know. I heard you were wonderful.
Well, I don't know what to do because I think my calling is to be a priest.
Well, I always thought that you could do anything.
Yes, but this is impossible.
If it weren't, you wouldn't need faith, would you? Faith is the only thing that gets me up in the morning.
President Reagan hoped that by mid-1983, the majority of troops would be withdrawn from Lebanon. But
Jack, I have to go. I do.
Marry me.
I would love to marry you. I would, but you see, I have an incredibly busy day. I have food co-op, and then I have tutoring, and then I'm going to change my major, so I couldn't possibly marry you
Stay here today.
Jack, I have to go. I do. I'm late.
Sometimes I think I'd get more time with you if I was one of your social service projects.
Look, I would love to spend the entire day with you, but I am so late. I am. I have to go to the library.
You know, it's funny, Mo. You're so courageous about everything else in your life. Why can't you just admit you're going to church?
I don't know, because it's embarrassing.
You don't have to be embarrassed with me. I'm an English major. We understand those things. It's only when you hide it. Somehow it makes me feel like I'm in a competition I can't win.
Jack, it's not a competition. I couldn't love you if I didn't love God.
And I couldn't love God. I really couldn't. If I didn't love you. That's not the same thing, is it?
I don't know. I love you. Can that be enough for today?
See you at the food co-op.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Hi. Look, I'm really sorry to come by without calling you.
No. I love it. Reminds me of when we were kids.
Well, we're not kids anymore.
No.
And the wedding's off.
Oh. What happened?
It just fit me.
In what sense? Physically?
Oh, here we go. You and your superior little God has called you, but he hasn't called me. That tone. All of us confused little regular people in all of our confused little lives.
Why is the wedding off?
Because you asked the wrong question at the restaurant.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because of me, because of him, because of terror, because seeing you has stirred everything up for me and really made me think about what's important.
Yeah?
And I've got something to tell you. You and Jack have been broken up for 6 months, and we've been seeing a lot of each other, and
Wait a minute. You're not telling me that you're sleeping with my ex-boyfriend. Are you telling me that?
You're the one who broke up with Jack.
Laura, it doesn't give you the right to sleep with him. What are you talking about?
Didn't you just tell me that you're going to the convent? I mean, what do you care who sleeps with Jack?
What does that have to do with
Just
anything?
because you take a vow of chastity, the rest of us have to?
That is not the point, and you know it.
No,
That's
I'm not to you? You're not in the world anymore.
Yes, I am. I am too in the world. It's not about me. It's about you, Laura. If you were seeing Jimmy through my eyes, the wedding wouldn't be off.
What does that mean?
It means stop idealizing me as some statue of a nun so you can knock me down and smash me to pieces. I don't like it.
Well, thanks for the help.
Oh.
Oh,
Hello?
I'm sorry, sister. I thought I heard someone.
Oh, it's just me, working late. Frankly, I'm putting off going home. It's a little lonely in my apartment.
Well, the rectory's a little lonely, too, with everybody gone.
Ah. What are you reading?
Oh, these. It's just some college poetry books I've held on to. I thought we might be able to use something for Sister Sebastian's funeral.
Oh, not that there'll be anybody there to hear it. It seems that everybody in her address book is either dead or in a nursing home.
Ah. You know, it was a nun who first introduced me to poetry. Actually, my Aunt Alice, Ursuline. Same generation as Sister Sebastian. Her religious name was Sister Saint Gregory the Great.
Oh, my. There's a mouthful.
Ah. Anyway, I thought this piece by Gerard Manley Hopkins might be appropriate. He wrote it to a girl named Margaret who was crying over the falling of leaves in autumn.
Margaret, are you grieving over Golden Grove on leaving? Leaves like the things of man, you with your fresh thoughts care for. Can you?
Ah, as the heart grows older, it will come to such sights colder. Now, no matter, child, the name, sorrow's springs are the same.
It is the blight man was born for. It is Margaret you mourn for. Everything that's happening here is because I did the service at Christmas, isn't it?
It brought matters to a head.
Martin, you are a priest. You know from your experience on that altar that when you participate in that miracle, it transcends gender. It has nothing to do with male or female. I know you know this. Why does it make you so angry that I want to participate in that same miracle?
Well, thank you for the company.
Martin, one thing.
Yes.
Ray suggested to me that there might be personnel changes here. I wouldn't want anything I've done to cause Ray to be replaced.
Ray. No one is thinking about replacing Ray.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to pray. Would you go home?
You can't tell me what to do. Not my mother.
You're right. I knew you much better than she ever did. And I know why you're here.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do. You're going to make a promise to God. You're going to say that whatever God asks of you, you can do. You think it's prayer, but it's not. It's just bragging. Go home.
I'll do what I want.
I'm just warning you. I know where this goes. You will not be happy.
You can't stop me.
You're right. I can't. But any decision you can make, I can unmake. I can cancel you out. Good night.